Hello guys, so in ChatGPT, I am going to ask ChatGPT to be creating a long paragraph for me that I'm going to be using in my listening exercise. So I've created a prompt. I will share that prompt with you, be able to edit it to as you wish. It was built upon the Clear framework, but it's really up to you what you want. So here, 250 words, GCSE level, French. I asked to have passé composite tense as well the imperfect, describe the holiday topic, and using the Edexcel vocab list. So hopefully this is going to give me something good and see where we go. As you can see, ChatGPT is being very polite as ever. And the content is pretty good, I think. I'm happy with it. I had a quick scan. Again, you need to check all the time. Obviously, the output for the video, it works very nicely. So we are now going to be using this into TTS Maker. And I'm going to make just a simple audio exercise. Okay, we are on TTS Maker. I've just put my text in. I had to shorten it up a little bit because I'm only allowed to have 1,000 characters. It's the free version. So maybe, if you need to do 2 recordings on something, it's possible you can put them together maybe into something like Audacity or something like that to make one text afterwards. It may not be necessary. Anyway, so we're using the free version. Now I need to swap over my language. It's French, and I will have a certain number of characters I can use. So ladies and gentlemen there, and there are some people you can use, some people you can't, because it's a free version. So let's say that I'm happy with the first character. It's called D'or, I think it is, and we are going to be typing the little code here, which is 059 in this case. Then what we have to do also is we have to click on more settings. Why is that? Because you can decide what type of audio output you want. MP3 is perfect for us. But what you really want also is the voice speed. So you don't really want to put full pelt. It could be going quite quick. So usually what I do is I put it at 0.85. Usually quite quick at converting the speech. We are going to click on convert and see what happens. I am human, I promise you. So click to verify. And there we go.
L'année dernière, je suis allée en vacances en Espagne avec ma famille. Nous avons pris l'avion de Londres à Barcelone et le voyage a duré 2 heures. Quand nous sommes arrivés, il faisait
Not bad, isn't it? So you have the stuff straight away and you can listen to it. And if you're happy with it, you can download it and put it in your file. And with that, from the start, you have a nice listening exercise that you created. You can use it in class. You can pop it into your computer and create an exercise based on that. So it could be a filling the gap exercise type of thing. You can have some things there. It could be a comprehension. It could be anything that you want to do. So the text could be the base of an array of exercises that you have created. Okay, I'll just go back to ChatGPT and just to show you how to create a couple of exercises. Actually, it's quite straightforward. So I've asked it, just create 10 questions in English on the text created. Give me the answers below. So that's a very short prompt. You could be asking for something a bit more specific, but for the sake of the video, you can do that. Technically, it's going to be doing a good job. It's going to be asking 10 questions, which need to be checked. Again, the speed of light. And if it's done a good job, I've got the answers underneath. Okay, so that's perfect. It's a good listening exercise. You can share the questions with your pupils with your listening exercise, and they can answer that on a tablet, on a mini whiteboard, on anything which is going to be easy for you to mark. Okay, mini whiteboard will be a nice one actually, and you do them little by little. This way there's no pressure on the listening bit. And maybe another one. Okay, here's my text. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I've got 10 gaps. Probably have to check with the text if it's exactly what it is that we need. I can keep the verbs here. I could have asked ChatGPT to be taking all the verbs, but that could be helping out the people who are maybe a bit weaker, and to give them a bit of a chance with the listening bit there. If they know what verb it is, they can start working out what it is, but you can obviously take it off because it's a listening exercise. It's really up to you. It's done a pretty good job, I think. Okay, now we're going to try to up it up a little bit. I've gone into Vidnoz. Vidnoz is a very cool website which you can use for free, and you have 3 minutes for free every day to create some listening type of exercise with people actually chatting. So again, you have to create a free account. I'm going to click here and I'm going to go in. So what we're going to do, there's tons of things you can do with Vidnoz. There you go. I've got 3 minutes free usage every day. I can obviously have the paid version, but it doesn't really serve my purpose. So I'm going to move my face on that side. What's going to happen is I am going to go into avatars. Again, you have an amazing amount of things you can do with Vidnoz. We just concentrate on the avatars for now. Okay, so several possibilities. You can have real people talking, okay, and they can say whatever you're going to ask them to say. You can pick the gender, the age, what they're wearing, to make them look a little bit, whatever you fancy. You have these people here with no background that you can also use. There's lots of them. Again, you can select it according to what you fancy. What I prefer myself is having some characters like these ones, a bit cartoony. I think it's a bit less creepy when you have some people like this. I've got a Einstein here for what about the Mona Lisa? So you could be uploading your own picture if you wanted to. It's really up to you. Or you could be using the ones which are here. If you want to create your own picture, that's totally feasible. And I can show you very briefly after that. We can create an image on Canva or something, or even ChatGPT, because now you can do that very nicely. And you can upload it there, and you have the character talking. So let's take Dolores, for example, here.
I'm your lovely Dolores.
So she's our lovely Dolores. What we're going to be doing is you can edit the avatar. So you can decide if you want just a circle or a square head. Okay, so we have our avatar. I don't know why it didn't keep the French one, but we are going to go back and say, hey, I wanted the French one, not the English one. So please give us a French one. There we go. Brigitte. Okay. Now, you could decide if you want to have subtitles or not. That's highly feasible. You can also pick different options. The speed, so you probably want to have it again like we've done before. Probably a bit 0.8, might be about 1. Again, you can pick the pitch if you wanted to, and you can use also the volume if you want it quite loud or not. I'll move my mug here. Subtitles, again, if you wanted to have them there. And you could upload a voice if you are recording yourself and you rather have your voice reading it. That could be feasible, then have your avatar or someone else. It's really up to you. I'm going to input my text in there. So I have put all of my text, okay? And you can decide, again, you have more things. You can add pauses if you wanted to between the sentences. So if I pause, I've got 0.5 seconds. I can decide if I want to have that, so it's not as fast, as quick. It takes a little bit of time if you want to spend the time on it. It's up to you. Again, you have some stuff, pronunciation, head control. So do you want it happy, serious, nod? Do you want them to be nodding? Do you want to shake head? I think we want happy one. It's always a good one. And we are going to move forward then in that case and click here on top onto preparing to generate a video. This is 1 minute 58 seconds. So it's going to be taking most of my allowance for today, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to be generating now. So it's going to take a little bit of time, obviously, but it is all worth it. Okay, here's the output. Let's play it and see what happens.
L'année dernière, je suis allée en vacances en Espagne avec ma famille. Nous avons pris l'avion de Londres à Barcelone et le voyage a duré 2 heures. Quand nous sommes arrivés, il faisait très chaud et le soleil brillait.
So that is really impressive. It looks like a real person is talking to you. You can see the movement of the mouth is really in sync with what she's saying. So it's pretty amazing. And you can use that. It's more relatable to be using this probably in the classroom than having it listening for fun at the beginning, maybe, or something a little bit different. Obviously in exams, if we think about exams all the time, well, you're going to have just a listening, you're not going to have a person talking, but it might not use a character there to be speaking to make it a bit more human or a bit more enticing. just to show you the difference with the unuploaded picture. So I created that picture with ChatGPT, and I've did some text on Audacity, and I uploaded my recording to Vidnoz, and this is what happens. Learner must decode every sentence they hear. Phoneme recognition, word segmentation, parsing, meaning building, all at once. And yet, we rarely teach listening, we just test it. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. It's pretty good. Obviously, sometimes a little bit weird around the ears and stuff, but I think it's pretty amazing what you can do just even with a picture. And the movement of the mouth also is also quite amazing. Right, I'll show you something very briefly. I'm not going to be doing a demo on that. I've created a video on it. If you go into...
I'm your friend Ryan.
Okay, so our friend Ryan are going to be using now. And we are going to have a quick look here. So we're not going to be using Ryan, but just to show you that conversation. And you can also create a conversation between characters. You can see these guys are going to be facing you instead of facing each other, which is a bit weird when you have a conversation because they could be talking to you, but they're actually talking to each other. So I've got a little hack on that, and that will be a video. So if you go on top there, you should be able to have the link for that video, and you can have a look on how to do that and how to create dialogue and stuff like that. And it's really easy to do. And it could be also a fun thing to be doing in the classroom. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and that you are going to be experimenting and playing around with all these features. So from building a text on ChatGPT to creating a TTS or going and create an avatar. Please share that with me to see how well you've done, and all the best, and see you next week.